Hi there guys, so there have been some fresh accusations about Tyson Fury's failed drugs test in 2015. Apparently Tyson Fury's team tried to pay off a farmer to say that he sold Tyson Fury wild boar and that was the reason why he had elevated levels of Nandrolone. Now first of all, I'll read you a statement from UKAD themselves. We will always review any potential evidence in relation to an anti-doping offence and take investigatory action where necessary. If anyone has any information that could be of interest to UKAD and its investigation on any matter, we urge them to contact us. So that is the statement that UKAD have put out about this. Now, the farmer who made these accusations, that Tyson Fury's team offered him $25,000 to sign a witness statement to say that he provided wild boar to the Furies, and that statement was passed to the boxers' lawyers, Morgan Sports Law, and then they gave it to the anti-doping investigators. And that statement included the entry, I supplied a range of animal meats to Team Fury, including wild boar and pigs. Now, the farmer in question, who we'll call just Carefoot at the moment, that's his last name, we won't say his full name, but we'll just use that for the moment. This is what he had to say about the matter and if he was willing to commit to perjury for the Furies. This is what he said. I suppose if I had to, I was in too deep. They were dangling this carrot. I thought, you're going to get 25 grand for this. It's no hanging matter. So I went along with it. I feel sick of the lies and the deceit, and the public need to know the truth. Now guys, Nandrolone is something that can naturally occur in something like a wild boar, especially if it has not been castrated, or an animal like a bull, which is a male cow, obviously, if you don't know. But one of those that hasn't been castrated is still naturally producing Nandrolone. Obviously, Nandrolone doesn't really occur in the human bloodstream, but it does in those animals. So those animals who haven't been castrated, i.e. taken their nuts off, they will still have that occurring in the meat when they are processed after death. Whereas if they have been castrated in a cow, they call them a steer, then it is unlikely that they will have high levels of Nandrolone in their system after the death of the animal and the meat is processed. So in effect, this wild boar excuse would have been something that held water. That is why it would have been passed over by UKAD after they'd done the research and found the information. But now this farmer is explaining that he committed perjury and all of the information that he put forward and the documents that he signed was all untrue. Now obviously there is so much more that needs to be investigated before we can start pointing fingers, before we can start saying that Tyson Fury is guilty. And I know these days it seems to be guilty until proven innocent, but let's try and maintain the innocent until proven guilty. I know there are so many people who are going to jump all over this, especially Deontay Wilder fanboys, but still, let's remember Tyson Fury was proven innocent. He was passed over by UKAD and his ban was backdated 2 years. So he's already served a ban. So how can they do anything else? I mean, people are saying his career is in jeopardy. I mean, what else can be done? He's already served a 2-year ban that was backdated, so I don't really know what they can do other than suspend his boxing license, even though that was a case that was handled by UKAD and Tyson Fury currently fights in the US. So obviously UKAD have no jurisdiction on Tyson Fury in the US, so there's not a lot they can do on this situation. They could tell him he's not allowed to fight in the UK, but in the US, they have no bearing on that at all. So to say Tyson Fury's career is in jeopardy is untrue at this moment because obviously he is fighting out of the US at the moment. That is where he fights. He has a 5-fight deal with ESPN. He has 3 fights into that deal. So ultimately Tyson Fury will not be affected by this UKAD situation. The only way this affects Tyson Fury is if he wants to fight in the UK again. Now, there will be an ongoing case with UKAD and we know they like to draw things out. I mean, this case with Tyson Fury was drawn out for a very long time in the first place. And I mean, I guess we have to look at the evidence. What is the evidence? Obviously, Tyson Fury had elevated levels of Nandrolone in his system. And for whatever reason, this farmer apparently gave an alibi to Tyson Fury. But now what he is saying is that was all untrue. He did not actually sell or give Tyson Fury any wild boar or pigs or supply any animal meats to the Furies. Now, the first failed test from Tyson Fury came in February 2015. And obviously, he was cleared and allowed to continue to fight. But obviously he missed a test as well in 2016, which obviously sparked a little bit of controversy, but also Tyson Fury had failed a drugs test for cocaine. So obviously he has failed for a substance, cocaine, but obviously that would not give him any edge in the ring at all. That is not a performance enhancing drug or anything like that. Now, at this stage, as I said, we don't know too much. An investigation has to be held, and judging by the affairs of UKAD, this is going to take a while. And, I mean, as I said, we can't say Tyson Fury is guilty, we cannot say he's innocent, and this farmer obviously, apparently he was offered 25,000 to keep quiet, to keep hush-hush, and say that, yeah, he supplied a wild boar, all of these things to Tyson Fury's camp. But did he actually do that? I mean, I'd like to know what he actually farms. Does he farm dairy? Does he farm pigs? Does he farm wild boar? Does he farm meat animals? I mean, we don't know what this guy actually farms. We don't know what animals he's kept. But one thing's for sure, we will have to find out. And there will be ways of finding out, because obviously a cow, or any animal really, has a passport of their own. And that passport has to go with the animal when they are moved off the holding or onto the holding. And obviously there has to be tests as well. But ultimately, that passport will go with that animal. So there will be moving documents of every animal that's been on his farm and off of his farm. So if he says he hasn't ever had wild boar on his farm, then I mean that can be proven to be true or false, because obviously there will be that moving document. Now, Tyson Fury's promoter, Frank Warren, has commented on the situation. This is what he had to say. "I was not promoting Tyson back then, and these allegations are totally unfounded. You're dealing with a man who is an admitted liar. Did Tyson ever have a conversation with this man? Which supposed member of Tyson Fury's team did have a conversation with this man? You are relying on the word of a liar. Did he lie back then, or is he lying now? This is a man who is willing to commit to perjury." Now that statement does say a lot, because you have to agree with Frank Warren. Who did he speak to? What member of Tyson Fury's team was it? I mean, it's all very well making these allegations, but we need details, proper facts. I mean, it's all very well making allegations, but there needs to be some truth to it. I mean, what is this farmer getting from lying? Apparently he was offered 25,000 from Tyson Fury's team. Apparently also he never got that. Now he is selling this story. Obviously he's going to make money off of this story, because he is having people go to his farm, take pictures of him, and he is giving this to the press. I mean, there are pictures of him on his farm. I mean, I'll leave a link in the description for this article. But I mean, clearly, this is a story he is selling to the press. And what truth is there to it, we don't know at the moment. There needs to be a proper investigation so we know the facts and so we can know the truth. But anyway, guys, what are your thoughts on this? There have been fresh allegations that Tyson Fury did actually fail a UCAD test, and it wasn't because he ate a wild boar. And the farmer who admits to committing perjury has explained that Tyson Fury paid him off in order to brush this information under the carpet. I mean, he's picked his moment, hasn't he? I mean, this story will sell now because Tyson Fury is on top, he's at the pinnacle, so when better to sell a story like this than now? Why hasn't he come forward before? As I said, guys, let's remember, innocent until proven guilty. Let's see the facts, let's see the information, and then we can make a decision on whether Tyson Fury is guilty or not guilty, and whether this guy is just looking to sell a story. Guys, drop your thoughts in the comments below, click the thumbs up, and subscribe if you are new. Thanks, guys.